Good morning, everyone. It's Terry-Dwayne-Ashford. We're in here with you on Tuesday morning, 7:15 AM Eastern Standard Time. Tuesday morning, May 18th. I'm Terry-Dwayne-Ashford. I'm your Jick. We're coming in this morning, and we have created our original backstage using our own music created by your SNnews Jick, Terry-Dwayne-Ashford himself, all for you, all about you. And that particular backstage sound that you're hearing this morning it's called Grooving with You. Groove with You by Terry-Dwayne-Ashford, all for you SNnews News Radio. I'm Terry-Dwayne-Ashford. We're bringing this to you so that you can understand it. Not only so you can understand it, so that you can appreciate it. Not regulate it, but appreciate it for what it is. Give homage to those who have come before you, who have done the right things, who has done it right. You don't take from them. You give homage to them. You grow from that in your own way. You don't steal from that. You can only share when the appropriate person has been given the credit from the beginning. Then you share. You don't call stealing sharing. SNnews, Terry-Dwayne-Ashford. We want to say thank you so much for your listening there. As this beat you're hearing right now is that was brought specifically to you, for you, and about you. Yeah, it was. Exactly. Groove with You. Composition by Terry-Dwayne-Ashford done in September 2019. We've indicated in the narrative there a link to the original YouTube video associated with that particular song. But the reason why we're bringing this forth is because we're finding that we're hoping that it's not. We squashed the fact that it won't happen, but you won't be equating someone from back in the day as Terry-Dwayne-Ashford based on their particular activity, carrying out particular corruption or crimes. You won't do that. We are highlighting the stalking of lookalikes, and those lookalikes are not following you or following us for reasons on their own. They're following us for reasons to re-image someone back in the day. In this particular case, a person who was carrying out their activities in that particular scheme back in the day, who's 7 years older than Terry-Dwayne-Ashford. Now, we alleging been posed as us through a lookalike here in Washington, D.C. As we bring you the music that was composed by Terry-Dwayne-Ashford right here, as we bring that to you, we also indicate that there's schemes working behind the scene to pose that person who was doing it as they wanted it to be done sexually back in the day. That person whose name is similar to Terry-Dwayne-Ashford may have a lookalike here in the area that's posing to be him. That is to sabotage Terry-Dwayne-Ashford. It's a disgust. It really is a disgust, but that's okay. We're there. You're hearing the voice right now of Terry-Dwayne Ashford, the voice of Terry-Dwayne Ashford. Yeah, on May 18th, Tuesday morning, on the cover is the photograph of Terry-Dwayne Ashford on this Tuesday morning, produced by Terry-Dwayne Ashford. This particular programming is produced by Terry-Dwayne Ashford. Reporting is by Terry-Dwayne Ashford. Yep, reporting also is by Terry-Dwayne Ashford. Managed by Terry-Dwayne Ashford. Yes, managed by Terry-Dwayne Ashford also. And directed by Terry-Dwayne Ashford. Now, the photograph on the cover of this particular broadcast was taken on the day of the broadcast, minutes before indicated in the narrative of the broadcast is the exact time. We do want to give homage to a friend who's helped us throughout it all. He will, if he accepts, we would have legitimate agreements that will help pay him back for appearing to have saved Terry-Dwayne Ashford. His name is Scott Horsley. We will go. An agreement has been offered. An agreement has been written up and provided. That particular agreement has been in waiting and has been declined by Scott Horsley, saying he's doing it because we're friends. I like it like that, because our friendship is also going to help that friendship to stand in the end. If there's ever any business partner, Terry-Dwayne Ashford feels that he will go into a legitimate agreement with Scott Horsley. Ain't nothing behind the scenes about that. But that agreement will be legitimate. It will not be illegitimate. It will not be behind the scenes. We have nothing at all to hide. We ain't doing nothing but friends. Friends can help friends if they want to. That's what we're going to do. For SNnews, Terry-Dwayne Ashford here. Terry-Dwayne Ashford is not to be confused as someone by the name of Terry Wayne Richardson, who attended the same exact school as Independence High School, but 7 years before Terry-Dwayne Ashford, the real one. The music you're hearing right now is the music of Terry-Dwayne Ashford, and it's the music that was composed by Terry-Dwayne Ashford. We also want to say that the relationship that Terry-Dwayne Ashford has had with Terry Wayne Richardson in the past has been one that was sorrowful. Sorrowful for seeing the way that they have treated Terry-Dwayne Richardson, or Terry Wayne Richardson. The reason why we are saying this is because that benefit of the doubt that we gave to Terry Wayne Richardson was given by Terry-Dwayne Ashford, because he saw what Terry Wayne Richardson was doing in the streets. He saw the reaction by the public, and he felt sorry for it. It appears that they intended to turn that into the actions of Terry-Dwayne Ashford behind the scene and sabotage Terry-Dwayne Ashford. We squash that for you right now. We don't mean to be burning bridges or saying bad things about bad people, but the bad things that you might be hearing or perceiving about Terry Wayne Richardson are the bad things that Terry Wayne Richardson did. And it's even worse that you now want to transpose that bad stuff to Terry-Dwayne Ashford. So when you decide that you want to say that Terry-Dwayne Ashford is mean, you might need to look at yourself. The reason why is because you're trying to pose Terry Wayne Richardson's in the alley ordeals as Terry-Dwayne Ashford, and that is not true. When Terry-Dwayne Ashford was studying, getting his homework done, being who's who of society of high school students, who's who of distinguished high school students, who doing this, who's who doing that, it is inappropriate to now be trying to provide footage from behind the scenes on the clouds to say that Terry-Dwayne Ashford is Terry Wayne Richardson, because he is not. And it's even more inappropriate that you want to try to bully somebody's scummy activity into the life of somebody's activity or a life that has been a decent life, a wonderful life, all his life. So it's inappropriate. We remind you that the music you're hearing right now is the music of Terry-Dwayne Ashford, composed by Terry-Dwayne Ashford, the son of Wilma Greenwood Ashford. It is not to be confused as Terry Wayne Richardson. That won't be happening. You're dealing with such disgust. Here, they found someone who looked like Terry Wayne Richardson. Yeah, this is what it appears that they're doing. They found someone who looked like Terry-Dwayne Richardson, put a mask over his face, had him to walk around Terry-Dwayne Ashford as he was carrying out the producing here in Washington, D.C. The man is Terry-Wayne Richardson, way down in Mississippi. They plan to pose this man here in D.C. as Terry-Wayne Richardson, producing based on association, third party. We squashed all that for you right there in your face. Now you stay away from me. Keep these things away from me. Terry-Dwayne Ashford here. We just wanted to make that clear for you. The name similarity of Terry-Dwayne Ashford and Terry-Wayne Richardson was supposed to be swapping the activities and the way that we lived our lives. Terry-Wayne Richardson is 7 to 8 years, maybe even 10 years older than Terry-Dwayne Ashford. And placed around him here in D.C. was a lookalike of Terry-Wayne Richardson that was supposed to transpose everything back over to the wrong person. We squashed it for you. You're going to get your shit in the way. Please check the narrative. Check the narrative of this particular broadcast. In that narrative, you have a photo gallery created by Terry-Dwayne Ashford of the pictures of Terry-Dwayne Ashford. And those pictures was taken with relevancy in mind of date. So therefore, all the photographs of that particular photo gallery were taken within days of this particular production.
Underlying parts of your soul, not the spirit. Let us rock.
All right, we're closing out for this morning. It's 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time this morning, May 18th, Tuesday morning. This particular program was produced, directed, and managed by Terry-Dwayne Ashford Indacarseat DatGuY. It was also reporting in the voice of Terry-Dwayne Ashford. Photographs also of Terry-Dwayne Ashford.